Gwyneth Paltrow is a world-famous actress. Most of you are going to know her from her role in Iron Man and the Avengers and everything, where she plays Pepper Potts. I first became aware of her in Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow, a movie that I convinced myself was only a dream about once every 5 or 6 years until I, for some reason, remember it and decide to Google it. But the point being, she's a well-known actress. She's been around for a long time. And now she's graduated from acting and has gone full-time into scamming with her company Goop. Goop you've probably heard of, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of outlets, pretty much everyone in the world has made shitting on Goop because it's pseudoscience that aims to scam women and exploit them for products they don't need and don't do anything. She basically sells queefs in a jar that are supposed to like realign your energy electromagnetic field and reset your chakra vibrations to send you to a different dimensional plane where you're healthier. It's a bunch of garbage. It's straight fucking nonsense. And I'm not even exaggerating with the example of queefs in a jar. I know that sounds extreme, but I mean, look at this new product that she's putting out that's already sold out. It's called This Smells Like My Vagina. It's a candle that smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy. And to that I say, it's about damn time. Ever since I first saw Sky Captain, I've been going to bed tossing and turning, just being kept awake at night wondering, what does Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina, her cooter, what does it smell like? And now I can finally get the answer, or so I thought. I had to add myself to the fucking waiting list, and I've been on the waiting list for 4 days now, and it hasn't come back in stock. I don't know how hard it is just to stick some candle wax up your pussy. I mean, take one for the team, Gwyneth. You're selling this. At least have enough in stock so I can get one. God, I want this product almost as much as I want an air freshener that smells like Amy Schumer's asshole. In all honesty, I'm not overly interested in Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy candles. I'm not trying to have my whole house smell like Tony Stark's fingers. What I want to focus on is her new Netflix series called The Goop Lab, which is basically an entire show trying to normalize pseudoscience and promote and market pseudoscience, which I find to be more than just goofy, like what my vagina smells like, and it's just downright dangerous, especially in the current climate of things where this large group of stupid troglodytes think the earth is flat and these fucking Facebook wino alcoholic moms think vaccines are evil, so people aren't vaccinating their kids, which, let me just quickly say, if you're not vaccinating your kids, you need to be thrown in jail. You're an absolute waste to society, a detriment to the whole fucking world, and you should be thrown in the slammer. And those kids should not be allowed out in public until they're vaccinated. Not the kids' fault, their parents are fucking idiots, but they need to be vaccinated, and those parents need to get the fuck out of here. Just wanted to get that out there real quick. So I'm thinking, what I'm saying here is I think the Goop Lab is the worst possible thing Netflix could possibly put on their catalog at the moment.
So what happens in a workshop?
Everyone gets off.
What the fuck are you doing to people?
That is the most fitting introduction to this pile of dog shit. What the fuck are you doing to people, Gwyneth Paltrow? I just still can't believe Goop is ever accepted as anything more than a joke to people. There was a whole fucking thing that Goop tried to promote of walking around barefoot because it cures depression. They said that by walking around barefoot, you're reconnecting with the earth itself and its energies. Gwyneth Paltrow says she gets stung by bees on purpose because it's healthy. They had a $55 jade egg that they were selling that you stick up your vagina, but then there became a lot of health risks associated with the jade egg, so they take it down. There's so much bafflingly awful shit in Goop. They tried to tell you to start yachting because yachting was good for your spirit, so they'd recommend these expensive yachting trips from Goop. It's fucking crazy. Like, half their shit sounds like something out of the Mad Max universe where you spray your fucking face with chrome and you go to Valhalla. They're really into these cleanses. They have a nothing but goat milk diet cleanse where you drink and eat nothing but goat milk for 8 days to heal yourself of parasites. They have this fucking shamanic healing ritual. They also have this bra burning ritual that they say gets rid of all the bad energy from your ex-boyfriends. So they promote that to burn bras in your own house, nearly lighting your fucking house on fire. It's crazy shit. It's absolute insanity.
I had an exorcism.
Oh, wow. She knew something that my husband didn't even know.
You want to talk about the vulva?
Yep, they've got it all. Psychic mediums, energy healing, and orgasms. There's a huge emphasis on orgasms here, as if Goop is known for orgasms. It's quite the opposite. They literally dry your vagina up. They promote vaginal steaming to get rid of moisture in your vagina. The last thing you're having following anything from Goop is an orgasm. But I mean, yeah, this show is just a piece of shit, and it's just outright dangerous, and Gwyneth Paltrow has gone completely off the deep end. I know a lot of these Hollywood weirdos, for some reason, get really into this garbage, like, you know, Scientology and shit like that, but this is so much worse, because she's actively out here marketing pseudoscience and exploiting women across the world with this absolute bullshit. Again, I know people shit on Gwyneth Paltrow and Goop all the time, but it's really important to do that now with the Goop Lab about to air. I guarantee there's a lot of very impressionable young women or completely out of touch boomer women that take it at face value, think it's real, and then all of a sudden it's the gateway drug to not vaccinating their kids, and that fucks all of us. I don't know why the fuck Netflix would think that something like this is a good idea. I don't know what they're going to do next. Maybe Netflix is going to fund a Holocaust denying documentary type thing. I don't know, because it seems like now they've opened the floodgates to complete lunacy. It's stupid, it's frustrating, and it makes me mad as shit that pseudoscience is as popular as it is at the moment. And flat earth, that's harmless. You know, I'm fine with that pseudoscience existing because people like to, you know, think they're smarter than everyone else. Oh, there's lizard people among us, the earth is flat. That's fine, that's harmless. But the second you stop vaccinating your kids and bringing back these old diseases and making them stronger, that's when the line needs to be drawn from this is comically goofy to holy fuck, this is something we need to actually take action on and be aware of. It's dangerous. That's the Goop Lab. That's what I feel like this show is going to be. It's just fucking bullshit. I hate it. That's it. So yeah. I have in my hand the answers to every question you've ever had. I finally got a hold of Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle. I needed this bioweapon. And I am so excited to light this bad boy up. This smells like my vagina. Look at this beautiful packaging of such a delicate device. I'm so I've never been this excited for a candle, let me tell you what. Now, if I'm being honest, my Christmas spirit is a bit lackluster because I reached out to Gwyneth Paltrow's agent to see if she'd be willing to let me smell her actual pussy so I could compare it to the candle here, to just for the sake of authenticity, to see if the scientists at Goop Laboratories were really able to capture her cooter's aroma and put it in a candle. Surprisingly, I didn't hear back from the agent, so I imagine she's just giving me the cold shoulder, which I find a bit unprofessional. If you're going to sell a vagina candle, you need to be willing to have your vagina smelt. You know, because otherwise, what are you going to compare it to? This might just smell like anyone's cooter. This might just smell like some heroin addict's pussy or something. How am I going to know this is actually Gwyneth Paltrow's real vaginal stench? But anyway, I digress. Let's get in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, now we're cooking. My goodness, it's not even lit, and that's quite strong. It's got like a very strong earthy flavor to it, but I suppose when your diet consists of raw bees and dirt smoothies like Gwyneth Paltrow's, your vagina's gonna have quite a strong smell. It's not a bad smell. I've never smelt a vagina that smelt anything like this. I'll be honest, I'm actually a bit tempted to kind of get in there for a little taste test, but knowing Goop, it's probably laced with cyanide. It smells almost like if you took a handful of rotten grapes and crushed them up into pulpery. But it's not the worst smell in the world, but it's a bit aggressive on the senses. If I was a wine sommelier, I'd be a bit turned off here because I can really smell some of the chemicals in here. It doesn't smell like a natural pussy. Oh, now we're cooking. Now I'm taking you on a romantic date. Hey, you smell that, babe? That's the smell you're gonna smell like soon. The pickup line needs work, but you see what I'm getting at? Now everything's starting to kind of blend together. It smells like if you went to like a buffet, but all the food had stayed out for way too long. It's interesting. It's like the fire is really jump-starting the chemical reactions here in the pussy smells. I'm going to let that marinate for a little bit, because I feel like maybe it just needs a bit more time to burn down a little bit, and then we'll really start to get into the meat and potatoes of the pussy. But anyway, I was beyond excited to get this here. I was actually on my phone when the email came in from Goop telling me that they'd finally gotten restocked with Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle, and I was elated. I had never moved so quick in my fucking life. I immediately went on the website and placed my order. I didn't even look at the price because it didn't matter at that point. I didn't care if that said $5 or $500, I was getting my hands on this pussy candle, and god damn it, what a letdown. Because I was really expecting something truly remarkable. You're gonna market a vagina smelling candle and it smells like this? Like, this smells like the laziest candle you could make so far. But like I said, maybe it just needs a little more time to marinate, to burn down, and maybe then we'll really start to get in here to the actual fragrances that they've blended in. Because right now it doesn't smell. That's about it. It just doesn't fucking smell. It had a stronger smell before I lit it, really. It's as if the fire is eliminating them instead of working in this perfect symbiotic relationship. If I was going to put this on the moist meter, we'd be looking at a very low score right now, I've got to say. This first act, very unimpressive. Sailor's log, 1 hour later, the smell is definitely stronger. It's actually beginning to smell a bit putrid, which I would expect given the nature of the candle. And if you can see in here, it's getting a little soupy. There's a lot of moisture, a lot of juices in there, so it actually kind of even looks like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina anytime she watches the Avengers movies. So I've got to say, it's actually really starting to smell nothing like a vagina, but it just smells like a really bad candle, which I guess is to be expected. I am a bit disappointed. I was expecting something truly just rancid, but it's kind of just like a pungent odor. Nothing too offensive to the nostrils, but nothing to really write home about either in its glory. Though if this candle is accurate to Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina, we can once and for all answer the question, what does Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina smell like? The answer, disappointment. That's about it. See ya. Right now, Gwyneth Paltrow is locked in a legal battle that I think has to be the most unhinged court case I have ever had the privilege of watching live. It's such a blessing. It really feels like this is a parody of the legal system, like it's some kind of old college humor skit about how court works, because I just can't believe this is real. Like, watching this Gwyneth Paltrow court case is like experiencing an episode of Psychosis without ever doing any kind of drugs or anything. It's baffling. Before even getting into the actual specifics of it, I just want to, lay the groundwork real quick. She's getting sued by someone named Terry over a ski incident that happened in 2016 where Terry's claiming she ran into him and caused a brain injury as well as other injuries and is seeking damages from that. And Gwyneth Paltrow is saying, no, she's wiggling her finger and saying, that's not what happened, Terry hit me. So now she's countersuing for $1. She's looking for $1 in damages as a result of all of this. So already the case itself is delivering on the goofiness, but what elevates this and brings it to a higher level and turns that dial from goofy, blowing all the way past wacky, and even teetering on silly, is the fact that the two lawyers that are representing them feel like they've never practiced law in their entire life. I wouldn't be surprised to learn this is their first case, or that this is all just one big publicity stunt and these are two actors pretending to be lawyers.
This was about 11. She hears, suddenly she sees, and a man comes up right behind her. It's like they begin falling to the right, and he hits down side and his head, and so she's pulling. Now he's like, I know the whole thing. Younger woman, not younger, young. Does that say said? I can't read it.
Now, I know it's not exactly fair to do a little supercut here of his explanation of the situation, but if you just watch the whole thing, it's not much clearer. It really feels like he's trying to recall a nightmare he had after taking NyQuil. Like, he's just trying to recall this dream, and he's not getting it across clearly. Like, even my cat was confused. Like, she came in here and jumped up while I was watching this live, and must have overheard some of his explanation, and then immediately just got the fuck away and went over there, and it's been hanging out ever since. The thing is, like, he's presenting like he's nervous. He is actually delivering his side of the situation like I would deliver a class project back in college, where I'm presenting to the class and I've got the butterflies in my tummy, so I'm fumbling all my words, I can't get any of my thoughts out clearly. Like, it just does seem that he has a problem with public speaking, which I've never really seen from a lawyer before. And it's not like his opposing lawyer, his opponent here in this legal combat, is any better. In fact, she seems like she's just more of a fangirl of Gwyneth Paltrow, and all of her questions are just kind of conversation starters for small talk between them. And keep in mind, this lawyer is representing Terry, so she's supposed to be grilling Gwyneth Paltrow and trying to, like, prove that Terry's the one that's telling the truth and he deserves to win the case. But when I listen to her statements, it really just feels like she's, like, internally freaking out because she's getting to meet and talk with Gwyneth Paltrow. It's so weird.
Good friends with Taylor Swift?
No,
Overruled?
You're not good friends with Taylor Swift.
I would not say we're good friends. We are friendly. I've taken my kids to one of her concerts before, but we don't talk very often.
You've never given Miss Swift personal, intimate gifts for Christmas.
Your Honor, relevance, or I
Staying
would
as
like
to
a
relevance.
bench trial.
Well, she's just said that she wasn't friends with her, so I'm inquiring on that.
I was half expecting this lawyer to then turn around and say, if you give me some free Taylor Swift tickets, I'll go ahead and drop this whole case right now and throw Terry to the fucking wolves here. Like, these interactions don't lead to anything. I tried to get the context on what the fuck the thought process here even was with bringing up Taylor Swift out of the blue. And it's apparently because Taylor Swift also did some kind of lawsuit for like $1 in damages as a countersuit back in like 2017 or some shit. But it's still completely irrelevant to the whole case here. It doesn't really serve a purpose to try and establish a connection between Gwyneth Paltrow and Taylor Swift, because that has nothing to do with getting to the bottom of this ski incident and who's at fault and who should be awarded the damages. Every time the lawyers ask questions, it just reminds me of that scene from Godzilla 2014 where he says, "Let them fight," referring to the kaijus. But instead of it being giant monsters here, it's giant fucking weirdos. Everyone involved in this case is weird. You all know I'm not a big fan of Gwyneth Paltrow and Goop in particular. I think Goop is downright dangerous at times and at best extremely stupid. In fact, I'm surprised she hasn't gone to trial for her scam of a candle, "This Smells Like My Vagina." I made a whole review on that candle, and I promise you, no vagina has ever smelled like that candle. It was fraudulent. It was misleading advertisement. It was completely false. It did not smell like her vagina, and I'm very confident. In fact, I might even go for a lawsuit to see if they can put Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy on the stand so we can all smell it and compare it to her candle. But that's a can of worms for a different day. Point is, I'm not a Gwyneth Paltrow fan. And Terry went on the stand today, and after hearing him, I'm certainly not a Terry fan. I don't know who's at fault here. Gwyneth Paltrow moves around and acts like an evil rich supervillain, so I definitely do think there's a chance that she is the one that just blasted Terry because she's not good at skiing and then had no empathy and left him there. That's super possible, but I also think it's equally possible that Terry is a shitty skier and a pathological liar who has been chasing this potential bag for 7 years, because originally he was seeking $3.1 million in damages, but it got thrown out due to them ruling it wasn't a hit and run. So he came back and is doing it again, but this time for a lower amount of $300,000 in damages. So it really feels like both people are fucking weird. But before showing you Terry, I want to show you one more best of moment from Gwyneth Paltrow's lawyer, who tries to see if they can bring in treats for the bailiffs.
This private security for my client wanted to bring in treats for the bailiffs for how helpful they've been. So I wanted to do that transparently and see if there are any objections.
We object. Okay. There's an objection.
Okay, so I will let them know.
Let them know thank you, but no thank you.
I mean, he should have asked us first, frankly.
It hasn't been done.
I know, he should have asked us first. We could talk about it, but he just sprung it on us now. So we object.
What'd you find out about the jury?
This guy actually feels like a camp counselor and they're on a school field trip or something. Like, holy shit. So the treats were shot down. They put the kibosh on that. But they were open to negotiate. In fact, they get into a little bit of a tiff, a slight argument about, well, if you had only, asked us before and discussed it, I mean, maybe we could have all had treats together, maybe even a little pizza party. I mean, you didn't really give us notice. You sprung it up out of nowhere. You ambushed us with it, so nope, Not anymore. Now none of us get to enjoy any of these baked goods.
You were asked about the press conference and referring to Miss Paltrow as King Kong. Were you referring to her as King Kong or the noise that you heard?
That's leading, Your Honor.
What did King Kong refer to?
I got to watch this whole segment unfold live, and my god, what a treat. So right now the line of questioning is about King Kong and explaining why he said King Kong. And this is Terry's response.
My apologies to Ms. Paltrow, because my intention got twisted up in my intentions and was to say sounded like a lady getting chased by King Kong out of the jungle. It was that kind of I'm really scared.
He clarifies that the sound he was hearing reminded him of a woman being chased by King Kong out of the jungle. So that cleared all of that up, luckily. Another question that I feel gets pretty much fucking nowhere.
There was some testimony from Miss Paltrow again that she was hit in the back by a very large man, or that there was a very large man. Could you just step down for just a moment? Terry, do you... No, right here. Right here. Do you consider yourself a very large man?
Many times I wish I was, but no. Definitely on the small side of most people.
Finally, real evidence to poke holes in Gwyneth Paltrow's story. She said, apparently, that she was hit from behind by a large man. So, in order to prove that this is a false claim, she brings Terry out to just embarrass him, like, he is not a large man, this is a small man. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is a manlet. It just puts him on blast like that. Terry, my brother, I am also on the small side. I'm 5'6". If someone called me out to prove a point that there's no way this whole case is real because Charlie is too fucking short to fit this definition, he's too much of a goddamn hobbit for this to be true, I would have just said, it's not worth it, please. The shame is too much for me to bear. Just let that claim be accurate. Let the large man claim stick. That's fine. We can fight on every other point. Please let the large man stay in the record as truthful. Don't fucking have the jury point and laugh at me because I'm short. Like, good lord, this was... I mean, I understand what the thought process was here, like, trying to prove that, you know, she can't be a reliable source of information since she says it was a large man that hit her and Terry's not that big, but I mean, holy shit, it's still a wild thing to watch unfold like this.
You've been here for a number of days, you've heard all the doctors testify, your entire life has now been broadcast to the world.
I feel like I've been fleshed out, and anyone up here I think would feel the same way.
Very
painful.
In fact, I think you just told me back there, well, I could never go on another dating site again.
Objection! Terry can go on any dating site he wants. Sustained. Again, this is just simply a line of questioning maybe I'm too dumb to understand. What does this have to do with anything? It's a public trial, so of course, on both sides, a ton of information is going to come to light to the public. So, I'm unsure of where this was supposed to lead. Maybe it was supposed to make people feel, like, bad for Terry, like, on the stand, like, oh man, you know, this guy, he's had his whole life laid out in front of everyone now. You know, I guess? I'm not really sure, but it just doesn't really seem super pertinent to the actual issue here.
Yeah, I'm classifying it as an insult, but it's absolutely ignoring me, ignorance. And that's what it felt like. It's like, what is going on here? This is obviously an issue that someone needs to be accountable for. And if they're never accountable, what are they going to do? They're going to do it again. Now we have the molesting of young children on an island.
Your Honor,
denial.
This is ridiculous testimony. He's talking about...
Sustained as to relevance, the last part, the jury should disregard.
Now you can see things going a little off the rails here. So the question that brought this section up was, is the lawsuit important to you? Which again is one of those fucking galaxy brain questions, those chess master moves I can't quite process because fucking obviously the lawsuit's important. He's been pursuing it for years now. I mean, Jesus Christ, clearly it's important. And it led to this situation where he's saying if he doesn't do something, it's just going to happen again, and then it leads to the molesting of children on an island. So that's a lot to take in right there. That's a lot to digest. I think he's talking about the Epstein Island and the Epstein book. I don't know if Gwyneth Paltrow's name was in Epstein's flight logs on his lists, but I certainly wouldn't be surprised if it was. Half of Hollywood was taking trips to Epstein's Island. Bunch of goddamn evil freaks. But I don't understand exactly how we got to that point in this case here. And I also like the statement preceding it that if he didn't sue Gwyneth Paltrow for this, she'd do it again. As if like she's just this absolutely rambunctious villain on the slopes out there that is constantly running into people out there like a fucking pinball. Just actually bulldozing everyone she can, and it's up to Terry to stop her. Put an end to her reign of tyranny on those slopes because she just keeps hitting people. It's as you can see, this whole case, this whole trial is wild.
You've said you've shrunk and lost weight since the incident, right?
Well, I gained, I ballooned.
Now, when we stand you up, you've lost like 15 pounds and shrunk 3 inches, right? Yes or no?
I had no idea. I guess yes. I was
just a few days ago. You said I was 175 to 80 and 5'8". Remember?
I said that not here. Oh, you know what?
In this very trial.
Overruled.
I know why I said that. It's because the VA records weighs you with all your clothes and everything on, and I knew that's what you were reading was what
clothes
the VA
don't
reported.
give you 3 inches. You with me?
Heels do.
Did you have heels on?
No, not at all.
All right.
Now the tables have turned again. Phoenix Wright is back, and he's grilling him on a potential lie here, stating that he had said that he was heavier and taller than he actually is, and says that you stated that you were 5'8", but as we've seen today, you're closer to 5'5". How did you lose 3 inches so quickly? That doesn't make any sense. It's not like you set the height setting from wumbo to mini, so what the fuck is going on here? This seems like a lie. And that's kind of the line of question he's going down. The whole thing is just such a weird trial. Like, I feel like half the time they're not even focused on the actual skiing incident. It just goes in all of these completely different directions that you'll never see coming. These plot twists in this trial are wild. And I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I got to watch a good chunk of it today. And it's something special. So yeah, I just wanted to go over it a little bit. That's about it. So yeah. I have just got to give an update to the wackiest trial that's ever been broadcast. It finally concluded. And goodness gracious, geez Louise, I tell ya, what an adventure. Since the invention of video technology, we've been building up to a moment like this. This is why video exists. To capture this public trial, Gwyneth Paltrow versus Terry Sanderson. It's a legal battle where Terry Sanderson insists that Gwyneth Paltrow hit him on a skiing slope 7 years ago, and it left him, debilitatingly injured, like a brain injury, turned him into a shut-in, this and that, and he was looking for $3 million in damages, which got thrown out pretty quickly. They wiped their ass with that whole case, saying that, this wasn't a hit and run, but then he came back for round 2 looking for the sloppy seconds and came after her again, this time for $300,000 in damages, and this time it made it all the way to court, and thank God for that because we got to watch it live. In response, Gwyneth Paltrow was countersuing for $1. A single dollar. Like Mr. Krabs with me millionth dollar. She was coming after him for a single buck. 1 clam. Though I do think he'd also be responsible for covering her attorney fees. So realistically, it's more than $1, but the damages she was pursuing was $1 single dollar. The verdict is in. I don't want to spoil anything from this anime, but I would like to show you a couple Terry Sanderson best of moments real quick, just to give you like a brief appetizer to wet your whistle on just how crazy this trial was.
Do you recall saying that you agreed that saying I'm famous was a crazy thing to say? Agree?
Absolutely, it's not me. I don't buy into that.
But it was you, right? Just to be clear. When you say it wasn't me, it was in fact you.
It's the other personality that's inhabiting my body right now.
And you blame Gwyneth Paltrow for that?
Yes. No question.
This case now turned into a demonic possession type deal going on right now. Terry's got spirits inside of his body that sometimes take control of it, I guess. Because it wasn't him that sent that email. about, I'm famous. It was a different personality living with inside Terry right there, working him like a fucking puppet, I guess. Terry does deliver some very important entertainment to the trial. However, the real stars of the show are undoubtedly the lawyers for Paltrow and for Terry. I'm convinced that this had to be some kind of social experiment conducted by the Impractical Jokers, and they were using actors for these lawyer roles because, Jesus Christ, I really felt like they were just feeding them these questions. The lawyer for Terry, she was pretty much a huge Gwyneth Paltrow fan and was just asking softball questions and conversation starters, literal small talk that you'd see from like Ask Reddit advice on how to talk to like your celebrity crush. And then the lawyer for Gwyneth Paltrow, that man you saw at the end of the clip, that guy I'm pretty sure didn't even know where he was half the time. It was a complete circus. But I want to focus mainly just on Terry, and you'll see why in a little bit.
This is obviously an issue that someone needs to be accountable for. And if they're never accountable, what are they going to do? They're going to do it again. Now we have the molesting of young children on an island.
Your Honor,
Denial.
This is ridiculous testimony. He's talking about...
Sustained as to relevance, the last part, the jury should disregard.
This is really Terry's most iconic moment here, referencing Epstein's Island and putting himself as like the hero that could stop all of this if he only wins the lawsuit against Gwyneth Paltrow, basically. He hypes himself up like the fucking Batman who's standing up to her to put a kibosh on her hitting people on the slopes, as well as like, not letting it spiral out of control where kids start getting molested on an island. Now, like I said, I would wager a guess Gwyneth Paltrow has probably flown on Epstein's airline. Half of Hollywood has. Bunch of fucking evil weirdos out there. But it also has no relevance to the case at all in a fucking skiing accident and figuring out who was at fault. Now, I mentioned at the beginning, Terry was claiming he suffered huge injuries from this thing. Traumatic injuries, debilitating stuff that, made him a shut-in because he was afraid to go outside now after experiencing such pain. Well, that got called into question in a big way. I'll just give you a little montage of all of the pictures that Terry took over the last few years since the incident of him traveling the world and doing pretty intense things like fucking parasailing. So they start poking holes in that claim of, you were so injured that it turned you into a shut-in, yet literally, not even a full year later, you're already back skiing, you're parasailing, you're riding mopeds, you're going fucking hog wild.
After the collision... up in the ski resorts, or what is this?
Yeah, about a year later. I think I was just walking up in the hills above my house.
Okay, page 63. Is this you skiing after the collision? Is this you on a camel?
It is.
What country?
It's Morocco, because the Kia had Morocco heritage.
Let's go to 84. Is that you in front of something cool?
Yes, one of millions of temples in Thailand.
Is that you?
It is, yes.
Poster boy for fitness at age 75. Would you agree? Driving range, right?
Yes.
80. Is this you? Are you in this river cruise, river boat?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Page 81. Did someone you were with or you go parish sailing?
This was in Switzerland.
It seems Terry has traveled more than Jackie Chan did in Around the World in 80 Days. Terry has been everywhere and done everything. Fucking parasailing. All of that's super cool, but you have to keep in mind, this was post, Armageddon here, where he claimed that ski accident with Gwyneth Paltrow was debilitating, changed his whole life, turned him into a shut-in, left him with permanent injuries, and yet he was still super active doing like physically demanding things, like going skiing again not long after the collision, fucking parasailing. That's a little interesting. So they kind of grilled Terry, and I want to make it clear, it's not like Gwyneth Paltrow did an amazing job either. It's not like her team was like fucking crack shot ace detectives, and it's not like she looked like some kind of genius saint up there or anything. But surprisingly, she looked sane in comparison to the rest of the circus around her, which is crazy because she fucking founded Goop, which is literally one of the stupidest goddamn things on the planet. I will still never get over her, this smells like my vagina candle scam. Very fraudulent, bad business practice there because that smelled nothing like pussy. And certainly not hers. Absolutely not. But again, she wasn't amazing, but compared to the rest, she did enough. I'll go ahead and show you the verdict now.
Paltrow at fault? No. Was Gwyneth Paltrow's fault a cause of Terry Sanderson's harm? Oh, skip that.
There's just no response there.
Okay. Was Terry Sanderson at fault? Yes. Was Terry Sanderson's fault a cause Gwyneth Paltrow's did Terry Sanderson's fault cause Gwyneth Paltrow's harm? Yes. Comparative fault. What % of the fault do you assign to Terry Sanderson? 100%. Damages. What amount fairly compensates Gwyneth Paltrow for economic damages? $1. Signed March 30th, 2023.
I love how if you listen closely, you can hear a subtle whisper when she says awarded like $1 in damages. Someone goes, nice. Which is fucking cute, I guess. Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow won the case. Shocker. If you watch this unfold, I think you knew this was coming. This was one hell of a trial. Like, wowee. What a ball game. Now, don't be upset, Terry Sanderson fans. After the trial concluded, he was interviewed outside, and he was in very high spirits. He was even asked about a reality TV show, if he'd be open to something like that. Which, of course, you know, being the humble, not narcissistic gentleman that he is, he said, oh, no, I don't think so. I don't think I'll do a reality TV show. No way. Get out of town. But I'm not too sure. We might see more of Terry Sanderson in the limelight after this whole debacle here. But anyway, I just wanted to give a little update to all of this because this was so silly. This was so fucking silly. And yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. This one's for you, Gwyneth Paltrow. Congrats on the court victory over Goofball McKenzie or whatever, the guy in the ski slopes. Congrats. That was a big win.
About that. That was huge.
Yeah, so now we're going to be testing out all of your absolutely awful products from Goop.
What if we get sued by Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, I think
was being sued. We'd be doing the suing because this is all garbage.
All right. It really is. We've already played around with a little bit of it. So yeah, we're going through all the shitty cool products from Goop.com.
Do you want to... So here, we can start clearing things off. Do you want to start with the pelvic clock?
I'd love to. If you want to really show how it's done, you could use the pelvic clock on the table.
That's what I was just about to do, yeah.
They tell you what it fixes. So
What do you mean?
Where are you putting it?
On my ass, like a little over my ass.
Wait, sit up for a second so I can see where it is.
Is this not right?
No, go a little lower. It's got to be on your pelvis. Think where like your tail would
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She knows what she's doing.
No, that still hurts when I lean back.
All right, so we're going to start with pelvic rotations.
Okay.
These are 3 to 9 pelvic rotations. You've got 9 on a clock and 3 on a clock. So you're going to rotate there and then this way.
How far?
Just to 9.
Okay, is this 9?
Yep, and then come back.
Okay.
How's that feel?
Not good.
It says repeat 10 times.
You really need this, Charlie.
I think so too.
Maybe I gotta open up my pelvic clock.
On the front, it tells you what it's recommended for. And then there's all these stretches, but they don't tell you which one is good for what. It's
also,
just like...
read what it's recommended for. It's like depression and shit too.
Spinal stenosis, hip pain, herniated disc, piriformis syndrome, scoliosis, spondylolisthesis, spondylolisthesis. Those are 2 separate ones, by the way. Yes. Sway back posture, and that's it.
No, they definitely advertise like a depression.
I'm sure there are more online. They just only had this little paper. Do you want to try a different one?
Yeah.
All right, here's your Cora Organics.
Okay. There it is. What is it? How to use to enhance your hashtag #NoniGlow. What? What does that mean? What is a Noni Glow?
Well, I have Noni Glow over here. Noni Glow face oil.
Oh, so to enhance your hashtag Noni Glow, apply the Noni Glow face oil to facial areas after cleansing and misting.
We've done that, of course.
Yeah, we're way past that. Then you use the rose quartz heart to gently massage your face and neck in an upward-outward motion, starting from the neck area. So here, you put that on, and I'll scrape you.
I knew there was 0% chance that this oil was going on his face. Whoa! It's like It's like olive oil.
Yeah, it's very, very goopy.
All right, so I just apply it to my face.
Yeah, and neck. So into your face and neck, and then I'll come in with the scraping in an upward motion. It's supposed to revitalize and depuff the face. So get ready.
Is my face puffed?
Well, we'll find out.
That's just my. Okay.
Which side of the heart am I supposed to use? I'll just use all the sides. Try friction.
I put no oil there.
Here, we'll go to number 3. Oh, there's a lot of oil.
That,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm about to depuff the shit out of this.
Whoa.
Monique's not even gonna recognize you when you get home.
Who's that sexy plankton? Or not plankton, Squidward.
I was gonna say Matt's gonna come in tomorrow. He's gonna be like the flounder from SpongeBob, where he turns sideways. You can't see him anymore.
I'm sculpting. It's weird that like the cheekbone fits right into this.
Oh,
Hey, look
whoa,
at that.
wait, yeah. The cheekbone is very heart-shaped.
Wait, how do I look?
Pretty good. Whoa.
I'm gonna depuff my nose.
Yeah.
Oh, only up. Holy shit, I was puffing.
Yeah, no, you gotta depuffalize.
Yeah. Imagine going in the wrong direction.
Double check some of these things
I'm
back
just
here.
gonna. Yep, this is good.
Yeah, just freestyle it for a second. Alright, that was a cool one.
We're turning me into a pizza. Now that I'm all oiled up, we can bake my face.
I forgot about this one.
A little face oven.
Oh yeah, a little face what is it? Spectralite. Alright, so you're gonna wanna put that on. I'll break it in, I guess, but Matt's already got all the prerequisites met.
Yeah, I'm oiled.
Does it just have to stay plugged in?
Oh, it does.
All right, I'm turning it off so we don't waste any.
Yeah, don't ruin the sweetness.
Matt, turn it off.
You just gotta.
Okay,
you just gotta
alright,
go
I'm
on.
going in. I didn't even read it.
There's bacteria, and you're using red to get rid of the epidermis.
You look like a Captain America villain.
The Captain America bill. I feel pretty good actually.
Warnings: do not look directly into the lights.
Well.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Use
in
device
3 minutes.
only on clean, dry skin.
Oh.
So I'm glad we didn't put it on mine.
Okay, yeah, you would have died. What's it do?
They really don't want to tell you that. Oh, using the high performance power of natural light therapy in just 3 minutes a day.
Mm-hmm.
Good work. Treat acne and wrinkles over your entire face. Inspired by the same medical grade LED tech used in Dr. Gross's dermatology office, Spectra Light Facewear Pro those were words. Is an at-home hands-free wearable device that uses anti-aging red light. So basically it's a crock shit.
Or it's the fountain of youth.
I just don't believe that.
I've done no
I can feel
research.
it. Oh yeah, can we see some testimonials? Oh.
We don't need the testimonials. We saw the before and we're about to see the after.
That's true.
You got like another 30 seconds, Charles, and you can take it off.
Which is going to be red.
Yeah.
Just full
Right,
red.
you can extract yourself.
Yep.
Alright. Jacking out.
Wow.
How do I look?
I barely even recognize you. You look amazing.
You look like you're 5. Wow.
Well, I've de-aged. Amazing.
Wow.
Do you want to try it on?
Didn't we get another one? I'll try the other.
This one's the high hair dose. Oh, higher dose. It looked like there's another H there.
The high hair dose. I'm losing my hair. I could use that. Does this do anything for hair loss?
I'm sure she has something for that.
She must. This one's got a fancy box.
It is.
Whoa!
That's it. That looks like a do-it-yourself mask where you used to make like little planes out of plastic in school. Oh my god, this one is repulsive.
You look like an anglerfish, yeah.
What the fuck does that top thing do?
Oh, it makes sure that I can't escape.
Oh, here's the instructions. It goes to this.
Is that charged?
I'd say probably not, but plug it in there and let me...
Can we plug me into a wall?
The first page is called the
Or a
medical
computer.
warning.
Oh.
That was so fucking bright.
Yeah, you're getting cooked in there,
Oh my
brother.
god. Smells like my oils.
feel like the elderly would be the main clientele for these.
You guys shouldn't remember when you guys were gonna make your EDM band. These should be
these
your
are
masks
the
that
masks.
you wear.
And they line up with the music.
Yeah.
Right, you want me to turn you on?
Turn me on. Give me purple. I want a deep tissue. Yeah,
Woo! Wow, I can't see them.
I can actually see fine.
This one's like full blast. Oh, wait, this one has a 10-minute setting and a 20-minute setting. No extra colors, though.
I assume that one has the same...
Oh, that's the fridge. I thought this started making a noise.
I assume that has the same goals as this one.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Very nice. All right. Well, these are clearly working, so...
You want the next package?
Yeah, I think I gave Gwyneth Paltrow too much of a hard time. She's got some quality products. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
Well, yeah, we didn't say how much all of this junk
true.
was. But at the end, we can do a little, like...
You can have Aaron put them up on screen
Yeah.
when you guys are playing with them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this is the ear seed kit for sexual wellness. The ear has many acupressure points with different benefits. Ear seeds apply a gentle, constant pressure point to connect mind and body to produce desired relief.
All right. We're going to give you a boner on camera.
It says, use tweezers to pull seed plus adhesive from the strip and place on point. Press down firmly to secure... What? Okay, these are the seeds, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and they've got little diamonds on them. What I'm going to ask you is please do not lose this in my ear because this video will end with me in the ER getting something extracted.
No, they'd be like, oh, I see you purchased the ear seed kit.
Yes. Let me get that for you. And has
You're
your
the
boner
12th
lasted?
one today.
So, position E for aphrodisiac. Oh,
Wait,
this one's
wait.
going
E,
in.
don't do E. Let's go away from E.
Why?
That's my ear canal.
Yeah, that's
E
that's
for-
where the aphrodisiac gland is.
What were the other? B is sexual function. A is desire. Let's start with A. Give me
Okay,
A.
fine.
And I'm gonna go at a bit of an angle so nothing goes in.
Okay, coward. Don't pull away.
What?
Is it working?
Wait, hang on, let me look. How's it feeling?
It's good.
All right, now you have to keep it there for 3 to 5 days.
I'll check in with you guys in 5 days.
If I don't see that on your ear tomorrow, I'm gonna be real mad.
Oh God.
All right, we'll do the full
What does it
combo.
feel like?
I'm feeling stimulated.
Have you used these seeds before? Are you familiar with these?
Yeah.
You've used the seeds?
Not for the sexual function points that I know of, but like acupuncturists will put ear seeds on you,
okay.
and then you just rub them as you go.
You think
throughout
they
your day.
work?
I don't think there's anything negative.
I can't ask any other questions without HR getting involved.
Okay, so that's sexual function zone.
All right, that's
All right.
good stuff.
We'll leave it there. We'll check
You don't
in.
want one?
No. I'm already functioning at peak male efficiency. This would do nothing for me.
$45.
Oh, it's actually much cheaper than I thought for that.
This is a very weird purchase. Was this just for somebody's home? It's just...
Oh yeah, that makes me pop.
Accidentally.
It got in the cart. I don't know how.
That's probably the best thing that was on there.
Honestly, it's the only thing that's probably going to work.
Celio espresso
I
maker.
click confirm order and it pops.
All right, we can make some espresso later.
All right, thanks, Gwyneth, for the espressos.
Oh boy, the ball of bangles.
Oh, balla bangles.
These contain 1 pair of 1 pound wrist and ankle weights.
Yeah, a whole 1 pound of added resistance. That's gonna be huge.
I thought I'd help you guys with like the gaming muscles.
Oh,
might
that's actually
actually.
pretty smart. That's probably what the clientele was for the balla bangles.
Yeah. Wait, that's only one?
No, this is a
No.
bunch of them. This is like what Rock Lee had. So now you take...
Oh no.
Oh, wait, no, wait.
And then these are stuck
Yeah.
together. There you go.
Okay.
Wait, you're supposed to wear that whole thing around your wrists? I thought it was going to be like a little band.
They're
So did I.
flexible. Here.
And they look cool.
Yeah, at least they look nice.
It's like you treated me for Mother's Day.
I'm locked in.
Wow. That's great for expediting carpal tunnel while working.
I'll work on my basketball shot with it.
You'll drop them and you'll airball everything over the hoop.
Yeah, I'll be too strong by the end of it.
Well, that was
cool.
Wildly anticlimactic.
This is a good one.
You want both?
I don't know if I can handle both. I'll stick with just one.
We've got one more, and let me tell you, we saved the best for last.
What do we got?
The TheraCup.
What is it?
That looks a lot like a pocket pussy.
Oh, this is the cupping.
Yeah, this is cupping. We're gonna cup each other.
That's right, I forgot.
Because
self-explanatory, I already cracked it. So this is suck mode, that's heat mode, that's
vibrate.
Yeah, vibrate mode.
All right, so take your shirt off. I'm gonna cup your back.
Hold on, don't cut my back. My back is sensitive. Just do like my upper arm or
All right,
something.
you're just gonna have a big bruise on your.
No,
upper
why'd you just
arm.
take it apart?
Is that no? I think that's what you're supposed to do.
No, that's the cup.
Oh.
You want it in the middle of the clock?
No, do somewhere we can see it.
All right, like here.
Yeah.
No, that's too low. Go a little
Go,
higher.
like, up there.
That's why it's my store.
No, that's too close to my spine. Now you're scared. Okay, now I'm getting scared.
How about here?
Spinal fluid.
Can you do the right
It's
side?
just gonna like compress a little bit. It's not gonna do anything. Do it.
Thank you. Oh.
Are you okay?
It just doesn't feel good.
I don't know how to emergency stop.
Okay, yeah. Can you stop it? It's hurting.
Wow.
That wasn't right.
Is the blood flow better?
You got a donut on your back.
Why,
It definitely was not right.
Why don't you think that was right?
Because it just wasn't.
Okay.
Ready? You were okay?
Yeah.
Oh, you got heat and vibration on this one.
Oh, okay.
How you
It
feel?
doesn't feel good.
Does it feel bad?
Not too bad.
Oh.
But it doesn't feel good.
Should I stop it?
How much does it suck?
That's the most. I mean, it's doing its thing.
I'm just gonna hit the power button and stop it.
Oh, she sucks.
Yeah, that's good for blood flow. You can
Is
tell.
it working?
It's working.
All right. Well, I want better blood flow. Keep going. Now I'm addicted.
Give you extra. All right. That's what it normally looks
Yeah,
like.
that is what it looks like.
I cannot wait for that to be taken out of context.
Does it look like good blood flow?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
It's like you're getting circles of blood flow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now make a Venn diagram, man.
No, that's probably enough.
You're done being cupped?
Oh well, my blood flow's already enhanced so much.
That's honestly probably the best thing we like. It works.
It worked.
It's real.
If you believe in cupping, it'll
Yeah,
get
if you
the
like
job
cupping,
done.
it'll cup you.
All right, so 1 out of 6 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Well, we also don't know if the seeds work or not yet. We'll have to check in. 5
Yeah,
days.
Well, I mean, all of
5
it
days.
worked.
It
Like
worked,
the
like,
lights turned on and
I-
stuff.
it wasn't
I
a
mean, like,
shit.
just if you believe in any of it.
It wasn't as shit as I.
These
thought it
don't
would
work.
be.
Jesus, yeah, these don't work.
So yeah, we can have Aaron put the prices up on screen to see the amounts we paid for all these lovely devices.
And I'll live the rest of my life with the Balabangle on.
Yeah, you're gonna be fucking massive.
Be fucking
If
huge.
you use your bangles and your TheraCup religiously, whew,
You'll be a fucking machine.
yep. I'm gonna be horny later. So
Yeah.
that's all my stuff did.
All right, thanks, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Thanks. I really want these off my ears.
Well,
But
you
they
gotta
don't.
stay,
They
you gotta
don't come
stay.
off. I'm getting panicked.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.